Well, Sam Malone, I could see you dancing a little bit
Yes.
over there. And
How about it, huh?
probably a big part of that reason is because there's only two teams still left in the dance, the
Yep.
Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs. And somebody's going to win all the marbles. It's the Cat Country
Yep.
96 Birds recap, and it's brought to you by Miller Lite, the official beer sponsor of the Philadelphia Eagles, and Banco Beverage Company. Not on location today as we get ready for all the festivities that will be next week and certainly next Sunday, but we'll give you some details on some great things we're going to be doing
Oh,
next Friday to kind of pre-tailgate the game on Sunday. But Sam, welcome,
yeah.
buddy. And I just give me your instant kind of reflection on that Eagles 49ers NFC Championship game.
Well, I'll tell you, but quickly before I go there, Crockett, remember where we were a couple weeks ago when we lost 2 in a row? And we're wondering, hey, let's hope we get a chance to go out and continue on this year. Look at it now. It's going to this Eagles 49ers championship game. Well, I think it would have been a tighter game. I do get it if Purdy was probably Eagles still win that game no matter who their quarterback is. It didn't matter. I only got a little concerned once, and that's when the Niners tied it at 7. When Christian McCaffrey was breaking all those tackles, I was getting a little bit concerned of, oh no, of all days we can't have one of these games. But total domination, really though, in the second half of the game, knowing San Fran was pretty much only running the football. I was surprised they didn't have Deebo Samuel in it more, to be honest with you. But I thought he'd get his hands on the ball more, but I think the Eagles really dominated the second half of that game, and they laid back too because they could have done more score-wise, but I think the Eagles kind of held off a little bit too.
Well, I think you got that vibe of just let's get out of here.
Yeah,
Like this is
correct.
taken care of. Let's run the football. Let's
Yep.
get out of here. Get the backups in. Let Minshew get some time in there. Do what you got to do to just get out and get healthy.
Yeah.
A big win. Obviously, then we were waiting to see who would win Kansas City and Cincinnati,
Right. Yep.
which it's much better to be sitting and having played that first game than have to
Sure.
wait for the second one to start.
Mm-hmm.
But we see that Kansas City takes care of business, and now we are set up for next Sunday, the Kelsey brothers against one another, Andy Reid against the Eagles. Plenty of storylines to go off of in this one. We'll get into the nuances of the game next week when we're out live. We'll tell you where we'll be live in a matter of moments. But just your kind of early thoughts on that as we get set to see the Eagles and Chiefs.
Well, if you recall, I said I think the Eagles would do better against Kansas City matchup-wise, only because – not necessarily because Mahomes is injured, but I think they would do better with Patrick Mahomes. To me, they do better with a scrambler more than just a pocket passer. Pocket passers have hurt them a lot this year, the past couple years. I think we will beat the Kansas City Chiefs. I do believe that, not just because it's the Birds. It's going to be a tough game, though. It is going to go down to the wire. It's going to be one of those last-minute Super Bowl wins. And man, I'm just excited for Jalen Hurts to play in his first Super Bowl. I'm excited for that offense to get going in the warm weather, in Arizona. I mean, they're 1-0 already this year in Arizona, barely. But I'm just excited for that offense to get flying and see what they can do in the Super Bowl against a pretty good defense. An Andy Reid defense. It's not a bad defense, and Spagnuolo. But I'm ready for this. I'm ready for them to be playing and going after Mahomes as well and stopping that run game in Kansas City. They're pretty good there too. But I am so excited over this. I cannot wait for that offense to take the field.
You ready for this? You ready for this little fun fact? I'm with you, man. I feel like just time is moving so slowly. Kansas City also won in Arizona earlier this year.
Yes.
Whoever wins this game will have more wins in Arizona this year than Arizona did. They were 1-8 on their home field throughout the season. So whoever wins this game will have just think about those things. Even when maybe if your team lost to the playoffs, even if you don't win the title, just think about things could be very, very different. So embrace what's going on right now with the Philadelphia Eagles as they get set to take on the Chiefs. So where are we going to be next week getting ready for the game? On Friday at noon, just the way we've been doing it for the last few months. We're going to be at PJ Wheelahan's on High Point Boulevard. So right around the corner from us there. High Point Boulevard. We did I'm trying to remember which game it was earlier this year that we led into. Might have been the Chicago game maybe. That we were out. But you can find us there with a lot of great things going on thanks to Miller Lite. So we're going to have a signed Dallas Goedert jersey that we're going to be giving away. We're going to have some NFC Championship Eagles swag, t-shirts and stuff, thanks to our friends at Miller Lite.
Yep.
We're still working to confirm a lot of the other details there, but we do know that a portable pong table, tailgate table, will be available through a contest that we're still trying to figure out at this point. But
yeah, that's okay.
Just a lot of great things. And oh, by the way, PJ's food is really good.
Yeah.
So if you're looking for a little lunch activity on Friday, PJ's on High Point Boulevard in Bethlehem next Friday at noon. We're going to be getting set to kind of preview the game a little bit more.
Yeah. So take your break, especially if you're around the industrial park area in Bethlehem, or, maybe a little bit further out. Take your break, your lunch break, 12 to 1. Join us. It's going to be a lot of fun. We'll have Miller Lite specials like Crockett, you were saying, and the PJ's food and the giveaways. It's going to be the place to be on Friday.
Yes, it's going to be excellent. Sam, I don't want to steal your thunder, but you mentioned to me that I mentioned we'll have a Dallas Goedert signed jersey on Friday, and you had an interesting tidbit about this game relating to Dallas, if you'd like to share with the people, because I know you probably would like to share it with the people.
Was it for the first time in 24 years? Is that what it is? Dallas will be in the Super Bowl? So congratulations. That would be Dallas Goedert.
Even longer than that, 28 years. What was it? 90. They went 92, 93, 95. Yeah.
So they 05, 15. Oh my gosh.
So there you go. So join us on Friday, PJ Whelihan's High Point Boulevard in Bethlehem. It's going to be great. We'll definitely get a little bit more into the X's and O's. Enjoy this while it's going on. I know a lot of people are like you and I, Sam, just waiting for next Sunday to get here and get it going. And they're starting to line the fields in Arizona already. They've got the big banners outside. So the engine is revving. We're just waiting to get this thing to go, and we will be right there with you. So join us on next Friday for a little pregame, if you will. It's the Cat Country 96 Birds Recap, and it's brought to you by Miller Lite, the official beer sponsor of the Philadelphia Eagles, as well as our friends over there at Banco Beverage Company. So find us next Friday. PJ Whelihan's, there will be a lot more details coming out. But until then, Sam Malone, let's try to be patient.
We can.
Let's break down the film.
Absolutely.
Maybe take a look back. Yeah, we do. Well, yeah, that's what, but that's on the back burner right now, because we got to get to next Sunday. But until then, my friend, enjoy it and embrace everything that is this Eagles season, because it's gonna good win, lose, or they can't draw. Win or lose on Sunday. We're gonna find out if this team is raising a trophy at the end. It is the Cat Country 96 Birds Recap, and it's brought to you by Miller Lite, the official beer sponsor of the Philadelphia Eagles. Take it easy, buddy.
Go Birds.
Go Birds!